night is not about myself or any of the coaches. It's all about the 43 gentlemen that sit over there. It's a special, special group. Sometimes we get caught up in the winning the state title back-to-back, which is quite a feat in itself. But I think the 2019 state championship stands on its own as well. This was a difficult journey for those young men. They had a target on their back from the beginning. We talked about forming our own legacy, not being defending state champions, but trying to earn everything that we did. Those gentlemen over there earned every step of the way, from an opening season loss to a very outstanding football team. And there was some doubters creeped in, not with those guys, not in our football camp. But there was some talk there. I understand that. We didn't score. We didn't look very good on offense, but neither did Pewaukee look very good on offense. Both of us had 4 first downs. It was an old-fashioned football game, and we knew we were going to be okay after we came off the field right there. Sure, we were disappointed, didn't go our way, but we knew we were going to be okay. And then they went to work just like they had since last January, all the way through. I don't know that everybody understands the amount of work that those young men put in. During the school year, we have a strength and conditioning class here. Coach Crispillo runs, and we have 40-some kids in there, and we can't always get to everything that we need to do in the weight room. So they approached me about lifting the 4 schools so that they could do that. So we started that pretty early in the school year, or late last school year anyways. Through January in the spring, we would lift 3 times a week in the morning, right on up through all summer long. And it's a testament, because every time we stepped on the field, that group of young men was the strongest. I mean, we couldn't do anything about the size. We just had size, but we were the strongest team every time we stepped out on the football field, and that is due to their hard work. And it's pretty amazing what they got accomplished. That carried us through the regular season and into as difficult a playoff run as there was. We faced Mendon, who is number 2 all-time in the state of Michigan in playoff appearances. In week 1, we faced Cassopolis, who had given up 19 points the entire year and had lost like 4 games in the last 5 years or so. Beat them. Week 3, we got the upstart Lenawee Christian, very good football team, fantastic offensive team, and it was quite a battle. Week 4, in the semis, we played Fowler. We got things rolling. Fowler is, I think, number 6 in the state in all-time playoff appearances. And then for our state championship game, we got to play Beale City, who is number 1 in the state all-time in playoff appearances. So we went through some storied football programs. We're close, all right? We're in the top 10, but 3 of our 5 opponents were ranked higher as far as playoff appearances. And they took care of business, and like I said, they earned their legacy every step of the way, and that is that they are forever going to be the 2019 state champions. And then combined with last year's team and this year's team, they can be back-to-back state champions, which is pretty darn special. We have, I don't know if he's here, one of our junior high coaches, Derek Garcia. He's a numbers geek, kind of like me. Coach Affolter, if you're math teachers, you just, numbers mean stuff to you. But anyways, Derek made up a matrix last year to see who was the, most dominant team. He called it the dominance matrix, and he awarded points in different categories. How many offensive points you scored, how many defensive points you allowed, the quality of the opponents that you beat, and just every strength of schedule and playoff points and the whole bit. And he rated every team in the modern era that's been in the playoffs. And last year our team
did quite well. I think we were maybe 6th most dominant team of all time, of all high schools, and then he did it again with this year's team, and I think we're about 10 with this year's team, just based on his matricy. But the cool thing is, he then took it to 2-year dominance, and right now the Reading Rangers are number 2 of all time for a 2-year stint in dominance, only behind Farmington Hills Harrison, who had, well, Mr. Barnhart would know, a couple Michigan State guys, Drew Stanton and the receiver that went with him. And I don't remember what his name was, but, sorry? No, that was after Mill. It was after Mill the Thrill. It was, I can't recall. Anyways, they were in the NFL, and Farmington Hills Harrison can pull from a lot of places where Reading pulls from our community. And I'm so proud of the fact that we're a public school, and we know that in public schools and smaller public schools, sometimes things go in cycles. We have good classes as far as numbers, and we have classes that, one year we graduated 19 when I was coaching. That's a pretty small group. And for a public school to be able to say that you are the 2nd most dominant team over a 2-year stint in history of Michigan football, or at least the modern era history, is pretty special. And that's because of you guys, so that's pretty cool.
I too have all those thank yous that Mr. North and Mr. Hubbard said, so I'll just say ditto on that, all of you guys. I do need to add one more, and even though they both mentioned it, but Kate Castillo needs a lot of credit her way. She keeps it sane for us, especially in all season long, as far as getting our programs, getting me rosters of our opponents so that we can discover sizes, and when they don't send us their size, then she does some digging so that she can help me that direction, and then she helps put our program and send everything there. All I got to do is say, Kate, can you get this done? And she does it usually before I've asked. And Kate, we appreciate everything you do. Thank you so much. One of the other cool things is our coaching staff here, and I tried to explain to the Hillsdale reporter, and he got most of the story right. But I'm so proud of the people that we have. We have 3 junior high coaches that do our 7th and 8th grade, get us started the right way. Right now, that is Barry Gosselin and Derek Garcia and Jared Bignell. They do a fantastic job. And the plus out of that is 2 of those guys, because I've been here long enough, 2 of those guys actually played while I was coaching, so that was cool. And our JV staff is Brad Castillo. Has been 15 years here, I believe. He played for me. Derek Bassage, he's been on and off. He was at the junior high, and then the business world took him away, and then he's been back with us. He's our good luck charm because he's been with us the last 2 years. Those have gone okay. So Derek played when I was coaching, and so that's pretty cool. And then my great friend Mitch Hubbard has been with me every year but one. So for 31 years, he's put up with me, and certainly appreciate his loyalty and friendship. I see the big guy over there in the corner, Big Mike. My first year of being varsity head coach, Mike was a junior on that team, and he's been with us all the way through to different roles, whether it's coaching or manning the clocks or being a big supporter. He's done a tremendous job for us, And so I appreciate all those guys. And then the varsity staff is my son, and he's been with me for a while now. And he played for me. But we do a lot of talking about the game at home. And Brett does an outstanding job. And then my dear friend Brad Ethel has been with us for the last 23 years. And if you know our football team, you know that we thrive on defense. We score points, we score a lot of points, but our defense sets everything up, and he's the mastermind behind that. And I appreciate everything that all of our coaches do for us, so thank you guys. Okay, so that'll get us through the thank yous and whatnot. We got a few things we got to take care of. Over on that table, some order forms for those t-shirts that we talked about if you want those. I did have a picture up here. If you haven't seen it, I'll try to show it up on the screen. I don't know if it'll work. My computer here is saying it's tired. So, yeah, that's what I thought. Might have turned off even, who knows. Okay, so if we get the lights doused, we'll see. So this is what the front's going to look like. We're having them printed uptown here. And if you bear with me, you might have seen it when you walked in. Where is that baby at? Here we are. And that's fuzzy. I don't know how to focus. Sorry. Anyways, that's the back. We managed to get a shark fin in there. All right. Shark fin is pretty cool to us. It stands for the Land Sharks. That's our defensive nickname. And it's just a testament to our young men about how they swarm the ball. I'm so happy that our community has embraced it. And so we do have that shark fin there. We're not trying to replace the Rangers or anything like that. We just wanted an identity for our defense and try to establish the way we wanted to play football. They've done a great job. Yeah, you can turn those back on, coach. Thanks. Okay. So, anyways, order forms for those are over there. There's some jerseys, old jerseys from last year over there that you can see Coach Hubbard or Mrs. K or something. I think we're selling those. We have a set of white jerseys that we're going to sell, but we got to make them available to our players first. So we'll give our players a chance to buy their number if they want. Parents, if you're looking for a Christmas gift or whatever, call Mr. Hubbard. All right, he sells those at a big discount. All right, and again, it's not trying to make any money. It's trying to just promote our young men and our young women for everything they do. All right, and I do have two more thank yous. I too want to thank the cheerleaders. It's a fun group of young ladies and a very mature group of young ladies on the bus because we just have certain superstitions when we're on the bus and we like things a certain way and they adhere to that, and I appreciate that. And then to our band, it's pretty awesome to be able to come out to the Jaws theme and our fight song. It's really cool, so we appreciate everything that you've done as well, band. And I know by playing for a whole extra month, Mr. Schauer's sweating the Christmas concert that's coming up pretty soon because practice time has been out a little bit. So, but thank you, band and cheerleaders as well. All right, so we're going to introduce our young men. And we have a few that couldn't make it today.